Hello and welcome to Mobile Judge 10.0 Shortcomings and Wishlist. My name is Shahinaz Elmahmoudi and I am speaking on behalf of myself, Pablo Alcocer, Alberto Camacho, and Guillermo Matos. So to start, there were a few stories that were not completed due to time constraints. The first story being creating a live stats view. This was supposed to be shown during the showcase, and it was to display different anonymous graphs to give live feedback about the showcase and on how everyone is doing. These different graphs would show the average grades overall for the students and to see maybe how many judges have finished grading or have started or who has not yet started. This was supposed to be helpful because during the showcase people can know the progress of how everyone is doing, how the showcase itself is coming along, and we would be able to then know whether or not we would need more time for the showcase or if it could end. Another story that was not completed was having complete mobile compatibility for Mobile Judge. The registration tab was changed this semester due to adding the new unregistered judge user. The unregistered judge user was created via a desktop version of the site, so making sure to change it over to be compatible with iPads would be helpful to save time during the showcase when everyone needs to sign up and grab their iPads. The other tabs that are not yet mobile compatible include the grades, people, and stats tab. Currently, when you look on a mobile device, those tabs show a 404 error because they have not been added. And the last story that was not completed this semester was to add the VIP site synchronization. This was to take new students from VIP and synchronize them so that they can also be into the site. This was to also use the synchronization button that already exists for the senior project website and allow them to also synchronize those same VIP students. On that note, a wish list for the next version of Mobile Judge would be to then add that live stats view so that there is something to work on or to see during the showcase. It would be to add the mobile compatibility for the rest of the tabs and make sure to fix the many bugs that exist. There are a lot of bugs currently in the mobile version of the site because a lot of these things were just converted over to become mobile compatible after the desktop site was created. One major bug that exists currently in the settings tab is the email section. Whenever you add a new email, it causes some issues with saving and prevents you from actually saving the new email during that semester. There is a workaround bug fix for this, so it looks like the settings tab is completely functional. But if that bug, among many others, were to be addressed, that would be very helpful. Another thing for the mobile compatibility would be to work on changing the UI for the grades tab. The grades tab currently has many different sections, and just straight converting it from the desktop version to the mobile version would be very difficult to maintain. It would be a problem in order to see, and when you click on the students to see that pop up, there needs to be a drastic change to kind of make using it, or maybe give it a limited version of the grades tab to work on mobile would be better. So there's a lot of thought that would need to be put into the grades tab. Another wish would be to have the VIP integration to synchronize the students from the VIP website. Currently, the VIP students have added a new route that will send the information from the VIP site to be taken in by Mobile Judge, but there are also some issues between formatting the data that is given from a MongoDB, which is what is used by the VIP site, to the SQL database that is used by Mobile Judge. So someone would need to look into that before just immediately integrating it. And another wish would be, after creating that VIP integration, would be to add the capabilities to have multiple classes per semester. This would mean that a new tab would be added in the Settings tab underneath the new term to add a class and to be able to synchronize the individual courses in that tab. That way, you would be able to have different questions for each class, and in the People and the Grades tab, only those students would show up, since currently with the synchronization, there is no way to tell who is in VIP Junior, VIP Senior, or in the Senior Project website. It would be much easier to view and to maintain if that capability were added, and that would be very helpful for those who are admins using Mobile Judge. Now, if we were to just take a look at the mobile version of Mobile Judge, as you can see, this is the home page on a mobile device. The home page, already from the get-go, you can see that it's not mobile compatible. Some of the things are cut off, and you can't fully see how these things are working. So it would be much better to start working on at least properly having the things that already work display on mobile. When you click on the tab, we can go right to the settings, and you can see that this version of Mobile Judge has the Settings tab compatibility for mobile. Changing this in order to also integrate the new classes could be helpful as a later story after doing the first things on the desktop. And as we can see here, if we click on the Stats page, the Grades tab, and the People tab, all of these show a 404 error. So that is one of those things that should be checked out and worked on, at least on the next version of Mobile Judge. When we go here now to the actual desktop version of Mobile Judge, over in the Settings tab, the idea of adding a new class should be added underneath the selected term when creating a new one, and in turn, as was stated before, a new blank set of questions could be added here, or underneath we would be able to select a questions template. So adding that somewhere so that we can have the proper template for the questions per class, per different people, would be helpful. Also, in the People and in the Grades tab, adding a new column that would show not just these that appear right here, but also the course that they're in would be helpful, so that there can also be a version of the site that can have all of the students, VIP Junior, VIP Senior, and Senior Project, all shown at once, so that we can filter them the way that we are able to filter them now. So these are the things that would be most helpful. Going back here to the stats, we have a few stats that already work. Another thing that could be addressed later on would be changing this UI and make it a little more appealing for future students who work on it, for the future administrators who will see this site. So as you can see, there are many things that can be changed and that should be changed for the next version of Mobile Judge. Thank you.